Hello there.
Hello and welcome back to the D-COT disCast. I'm your host, Steve, and today is Friday, March 17th, 2023. Top of the morning to you. It's St. Patrick's Day, and we are wearing green. Are you? Do you have any special plans for today or tonight? Perhaps some green beer? Well, today we're sharing some St. Patrick's facts, a roundup rodeo barbecue, new meet and greets, discounts for Disney Visa card holders, and more. Let's start with some fun St. Patrick's Day facts. Did you know the real St. Patrick was born in Britain? Did you know that there were no snakes around for St. Patrick to banish from Ireland? Among the legends associated with St. Patrick is that he stood atop an Irish hillside and banished snakes from Ireland, prompting all serpents to slither away into the sea. Leprechauns are likely based on Celtic fairies, and the first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in America. Back in 1895, the first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in New York City. All right, let's get to the Disney stuff. The new table service at Disney's Hollywood Studios Roundup Rodeo Barbecue will have an Andy's Coming experience. There's a backstory to this. A few years ago, a photo began circulating the internet that went viral featuring Toy Story characters in a Disney park laying down on the ground. The caption indicated that if guests yelled the phrase, "Andy's coming!" that the characters would fall down. Disney is now turning this into an official moment. That's right. You see, this restaurant is actually a place that Andy has built, so it's possible that he'll show up at any time. And since you've shrunk down to the size of a toy and in a sense become an honorary member of the group, neither you nor your toy friends could move around if Andy does appear. So if you hear Andy's coming, you better stop what you're doing and remain still. I have a reservation to check out this new table service next Friday, so I will make sure to report back on whether or not this is a thing. I think it is, so it'll be a lot of fun. Genie Plus. It's sold out on Wednesday. What? Yep, it's sold out. All gone by 3 p.m. at $29 a pop. Spring break. I haven't heard anything about yesterday for Genie Plus, so I'm guessing that it was just Wednesday, a really popular day for Genie Plus. Congrats, I guess. New meet and greets were announced on Wednesday. First up, our very favorite Purple Dragon will be meeting guests at Epcot at the Imagination Pavilion beginning late summer. I don't know about you, but I would love to be able to see the Dreamfinder accompany Figment too. Next, we have Moana, who will be greeting fellow Voyagers on Discovery Island at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park on April 22nd, 2023, just in time for the park's 25th anniversary. Then, at Magic Kingdom Park this fall, Mirabelle from Walt Disney Animation Studios' hit film Encanto will greet guests in Fairy Tale Gardens surrounded by whimsical decor inspired by La Familia Madrigal. She will be replacing Merida, and the area will be redesigned to look like the Casita Madrigal. So if you got a little bit more time there to have your meet and greet with Merida before she gets booted and is replaced by a Mirabelle. New concept art was shared for the Communicore Plaza at Communicore Hall coming to Epcot. One of the pictures shows inside Communicore Hall with colorful origami cranes and other artwork hanging from the ceiling. It appears to have the same wood ceiling as Creation Shop, with circular lights reminiscent of the original Communicore fixtures. Aww. There's a multicolored statue of Figment and it looks pretty damn cool. Communicore Hall will also feature a dynamic exhibition space that will transform with each of the respective festivals throughout the year. Pretty cool idea. The architecture of the building was designed by Walt Disney Imagineering to celebrate not only the legacy of Epcot, but also the original Communicore buildings. The other picture shows Communicore Plaza facing the concert venue and the Mickey and Friends meet and greet area. On Tuesday, March 14th, there was a media preview of Happily Ever After. The Main Street projections are head over heels way better than Enchantment, and a nice welcome to the addition of the show. It's so great to see this nighttime spectacular returning in just 2 weeks. I also want to mention that those ugly-ass barges are going to be thrown out of the World Showcase Lagoon soon with the departure of Harmonious. Goodbye. If you are planning to take a visit to Walt Disney World, then I have a deal that's right up your alley. Oh yes, but you need to be a Disney Visa card holder. Disney Visa card holders can save up to 35% on their Disney World hotel rooms this summer. This offer is only available for select Disney World resorts. To get the deal, you have to book using your Disney Visa card, obviously because you have to be a Disney Visa card holder. So May 14th to June 24th, 2023, July 5th to August 19th, 2023, and August 27th to September 7th, 2023. To get all those nitty-gritty details, reach out to our sponsor, Off to Neverland Travel at offtoneverland.com. Their magic makers will take care of all your Disney planning needs, and 35% off sounds delicious, doesn't it? Disney released some first looks at what's coming for the replacement of Horrendous. I mean Harmonious. It's an original composition, which is really cool. I love hearing that instead of bits and pieces from other songs like the new entrance loop to Epcot. So anyway, it's an original composition with selections from the Disney Songbook, and it'll be woven together to remind us that we are more alike than different. It'll have, quote, a dazzling display of music, pyrotechnics, lasers, and lighting, end quote. But it won't be illuminations. Nothing will ever be illuminations. D23 post, so every now and then they post a trivia question. Let's see how terrible I am at the Disney. I think I know a fair amount of Disney trivia, but this is the kind of trivia where it's like, it's kind of a reach. All right, you ready? What slogan was used before D23 was officially announced to the public? Is it A, do you know D23? B, it's 23 time? C, time for 23? Or D, are you 23? Time's up. If you guessed, do you know 23? You're wrong, just like I was. The correct answer is, are you 23? And no, I'm not. I'm far from it, actually, but thanks for asking. I guessed, do you know 23, because there was a D in there for D23. And I think my answer is better. On Twitter, it's always nice to go on Twitter sometimes just to see some conversations that happened. But on Twitter, there was a thread discussing the placement of the Tron test seats. Twitter user at Alicia Stella, replying to the Disney food blog, said, "To be honest, my biggest concern is that they've made the test seat a photo op. I worry the lines for it and its prominent placement may discourage those who actually need to test the seat, defeating its purpose." To which the Disney food blog replied, "I just mentioned this in a video recently. I think photo ops should exist and be separate from the test vehicle. Also, give a little privacy to those trying the test vehicle if possible." End quote. To which Alicia replied, "Absolutely. The worst part is this is an amazing photo op, so it's really tempting, but it should have been designed to be separate from a functional test seat for sure. Thanks for your coverage." Okay, that was a nice exchange of words between the Disney food blog and Alicia. So here's my take on this. I was tempted to reply, but I kept my distance, and I said I'm going to share it here. So my question to this is, what would be an appropriate place to have guests test the seats? Do you want to drape a curtain around it? And so does this mean that we need to have like two sets of test seats? One for a photo op and the other one for actual testing the seats? I mean, come on. Now, I understand the concern of where it is now. Okay, so where it is now, it's stupidly placed right next to the queue line. And do they expect people to jump out of the line to test the seats? It's really in a moronic place. The more I think about it, the more annoyed I get, so I'm gonna go jump to the next story. Speaking of Tron, the last disCast I mentioned about the new merchandise and the new Tron Identity program where you can record your voice and have it slapped into a plastic figurine. AllEars.net posted a video from the media preview begging my question. So it takes 20 minutes to record your voice and 60 minutes to get the final product. So what's the total wait time looking like once it gets all backed up? That is, of course, if there is even a demand for this. So I'm going to look at the worst case scenario here. Imagine if there is only one recording booth and a line of 20 people. It takes 20 minutes per person to record their lines. So if you're the 20th person in line, you're waiting, 6 hours to record your voice? Then another hour to get your product? Nobody's going to do this. They're going to have like 20 recording booths. How has nobody that's gone to these media previews asked this question? Oh, right, because they're scared to ask. Got it. Oh, and on the last disCast, I guess this would retail for $150. I was way off. It's $350. I'm just kidding. It's $89.99. Another piece of merchandise that Disney is selling with Tron is a backpack that has one of the disc thingies, whatever they're called, that has a Bluetooth speaker on it so that you can connect it to your audio device. I just can't wait to be walking around Disney World listening to other people blasting Shawn Mendes into my face as I'm waiting in line to ride the People Mover. Great idea, Disney. I can't even. All right, I'm going to go through this one quickly. There's going to be no second season for the live-action fantasy show Willow on Disney Plus, according to Variety. Only 2 months after the end of season 1, the show has been rejected for additional content. I forgot that even was a show, but if you're a Willow fan, sorry. AllEars.net has joined the ranks of Inside the Magic and Disney food blog for clickbait titles. A couple days ago, AllEars.net published an article with the title, "There's a secret land in Disney World. Have you been there? ? End quote. Okay, let's analyze this. They mentioned Disney World, which is huge and can mean absolutely anything and anywhere. A, quote, secret land could literally be a 1 square foot piece of grass. Then they ask if you've been there. Well, I guess I should click to find out. I did click, so you didn't have to. So what are they talking about? Okay, ready? Rafiki's Planet Watch. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't know about this? If you didn't, sorry for calling you out. And yes, it's a really cool place to visit if you haven't before. This was our first stop during the filming of our Disney Junior promo last week, and there's some really cool stuff to see there. Anywho, yeah, clickbait. All right, well, that's it for today's D-COT disCast. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and thanks for tuning in, and thanks for listening. We hope you have a very, very magical weekend, and we are going to be back here with you on Monday to provide you some more Disney news and reviews.
Thank you!